Hello, everyone. This is Ina Coveney, your salary replacement expert, and I am here to tell you something that I know for a fact is missing from your to-do list. And I'll reveal what it is. You guys know how this works. I need to keep you hanging on for a little bit before I actually tell you what that one thing is, so you don't tune me out within the first 5 minutes. That's how it works. I don't make the rules. I just live by them, right? So I'm just going to tell you a little bit of background of where the topic for this particular podcast episode came from. So as you guys may have known, I am currently running market research interviews, which is something that I tell everybody should do. In fact, it's part of my program. In fact, in my Be Found program, I have a market research script that I am using for my own market research. I give you the real stuff that the professionals are using, okay? So my interviews are going great. Thank you for asking. On Thursday, I have a whole day packed with market research interviews. I can't wait. I'm doing 10 interviews. I managed to get those within a matter of a week, which was great. Thanks everybody who signed up for it. And I can't wait to share with you like everything that I learned about it. But so far, I have a couple of interviews under my belt, and I just finished one literally 10 minutes ago. I gave myself a little bit of a break, and then I'm back to tell you a little bit about this interview. So it is going to remain anonymous, okay? I'm not going to tell you any details about the person that I interviewed. But I wanted to tell you that the things that this person told me on the call, the things that were stopping them from starting the business, I really feel like I have heard all of these things before. I mean, I've been in the salary replacement business for a couple years now, right? That's minus, all my expertise in online marketing and creating websites and in corporate and all the stuff that came before that. But I have been in like elbows deep in salary replacement and helping people replace their salary for a couple of years. And I have heard all of these things before. Usually from different people, but this person managed to synthesize everything into one list, and I thought it was incredible. I'm like, I need to share this with others so that everybody else who's feeling this way knows what I told this person during our session. I really want to help you with this. So what was the problem? What was happening here? When we were having this conversation, we were talking, and whenever I would ask, what is your challenge that is stopping you from accomplishing that? What I got back wasn't, well, I feel like I'm procrastinating too much, or I feel like, I'm actually kind of scared of changing things. I wasn't getting fears. What I was getting was a to-do list. Well, I need to do this and this and this and this and this. And I'm like, you're a very, very smart and resourceful person. And I have no doubt in my mind that you'll be able to accomplish all those things by next Sunday. Like, I'll give you a week to finish all of those things. And then what? Are you ready to start? And the fear just flooded over them. So I'm like, then why are we talking about items on a to-do list and not really talking about the fears? So these are some of the things that were on this person's list. This also includes in there things that I have heard over the past 2 years that are maybe on your list that you feel like you need to get these things done before you actually start your business. Okay, I am assuming that you work full time, that you have been thinking about starting your own thing for a while, that you've been waiting for the right time, that you've been doing all the right research, you've been reading the right books, you may have even signed up for coaching programs. You've already done all those things, but you haven't gotten a client yet. So what's happening? Well, these are some of the things that may be on your list. Are you ready to hear them? Number 1, finish a certification. I have seen this one so much that I need to finish getting certified on that thing that I do in order to help people and to actually be an expert. I have so much to say about this one, but I'm just going to tell you the list. Let me tell you the list first, okay? Finish that certification. Otherwise, I can't start anything. I'm not an expert. I can't really do anything without the certification. Another thing, I need to finish getting my April bonus. My last year's bonus, which gets handed out in April, I need to wait for that bonus because my family depends on it, and I'm not going to quit my job before April because I need my bonus. So I'm not going to do anything until I get that bonus. And by the way, I will confess that was me. Ultimately, I did manage to quit in February and I let go of the bonus because I thought it was that important. But anyway, that was me. I'm going to wait until I get my bonus because it's mine. That bonus is mine, right? Next, I need to talk to my partner about getting time for myself. All right? Because if I spend all day at work and my partner spends all day at work, we both come home. If I'm at the computer the entire time, I'm neglecting my relationship, which is really important to me. So another thing that I need to do is just find the time, because clearly I don't want to seem selfish. I don't want to seem like, oh, I'm doing this for me. And even though it's really for us, I feel selfish taking up that kind of time. So I probably shouldn't. I probably should just continue to spend my nights watching TV next to this person so that we can spend quality time together. And that's important to me. So I need to figure out how to find time. That was me. Another thing on your list, finding out how to build a website. You may have spent hours trying to figure out whether you need Kajabi, Squarespace, WordPress, Wix, Weebly. You may have already spent hours trying to research this, but things just go over your head because this is just not your area of expertise. But you feel like since you are not an expert at it yet, because you are a very smart and resourceful person, you feel like you need to be an expert at everything, and you haven't mastered the art of figuring out how to create your website. So that's still something that is on your to-do list. You can't start a business without a website. Therefore, you need to spend more time figuring out how to start a website. Next thing on your list, should I buy my domain right now, even though I don't have a website, so that nobody else takes it? This is something my husband does. Like, he bought the domain inacoveney.com. I'm going to tell you because actually domains are public domain, are of the public domain. So I'm actually going to look up. I can go to the ICANN lookup page and I can look up inacoveney.com, which was created in 2009. I didn't actually start using inacoveney.com until 2018. My husband bought the domain with my name in 2009. That was 2 whole years before I started my business. And even then, when I started my business, my website was not inacoveney.com. It was inanutshellweb.com, right? Which right now, if you go there, it redirects, right? So right now you may be thinking, maybe I should take up that name so that nobody else takes it, right? So let's research. How do I do that? I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how domains work, right? That's another thing on your list. Should I start a podcast or do a YouTube channel or write a book or insert whatever method that other people are going viral on here, right? You're still trying to figure out, no, wait, maybe I should do a podcast. Maybe I should just do what Ina does. Just go live on Facebook. Maybe I should write a book. You're still trying to figure that out. Totally delaying actually doing your business. So here's the deal. That to-do list, none of those things get you clients. You are starting a business, right? What defines a business is getting money from clients, providing a service, and somebody pays you for that service, right? None of these things are giving you money. None of these things are giving you clients. And you know what? When I was doing this mini coaching session, I basically pointed this out to them, and I'm going to point it out to you. If these are the things on your list that are stopping you, I'm going to tell you right now that you're kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself by telling yourself that these are the things that are stopping you. Okay? You are lying to yourself. You are procrastinating. All of these tactics you came up with them to make yourself feel a little bit safer. Okay? That's why they're there. It's not like it's just completely useless information or useless research to do. Of course, you should know the answers to these things. But the problem is that you're stopping yourself from actually taking the real action. And I'm going to reveal it. The one thing that is missing from this list and is delaying your salary replacement, your quitting your job, your being the big shot or whatever it is that you do, you're actually making money doing what you love. The one thing missing from this list is get a client. I know it sounds so silly. I know it sounds so elementary, but it is the one thing that is missing from this list. And the fact that you're putting this list before that item is almost like you believe that that item falls on another list. That item falls on the list that, yeah, I'll get to that as soon as I finish with this list. Not true. In fact, I encourage you, I urge you, I give you permission, whatever it is that you need to hear right now. I'll give you permission to take that item, get a client, and put it at the top of this list. Now, here how that works, right? First of all, you need to know what it is that you're doing. What value are you adding? All these things. But nothing should stop you from going out there and helping someone. Okay, even if it's a free client. And I know this is a huge faux pas, but a lot of people start out just by helping people, right? My very first client was free. I went down to the diner. I put on my blazer so that they would take me seriously because I look all of 13 years old, even though I'm not. I went down there and I said, I'll make your website for free. And from that point on, that was 2011, 9 years ago, I still get referrals to make websites to this day. That doesn't dry up. That just happens. So the first time that you put yourself out there, you may want to start working on your confidence. Can you actually do this? Maybe I didn't feel comfortable charging because I didn't know anything about sales. I didn't know how to sell myself. I didn't know how to find the right client and tell them, hey, I have the right service for exactly what you need. I didn't know how to do any of that. So I just went and I did it for free to see if this is something. I must have spent maybe a couple months on that website. Now it takes me, I don't know, all in all, maybe 4 days to put a good website together. Right? After doing like the research and the requirements gathering and everything, I can put one together in 4 days, right? 1 day for each page. That's it, right? Back then, I took my time. This was on my own timeline. I finished it. I posted it online and I started to get referrals. So the one thing that you're missing is go out and get a client. All of these other things, put them second. Get yourself a client with whatever knowledge offers you have right now, and then do everything else with the rest of your time. Okay? And if your problem is that you can't get to any of the items on this list because you're working on client work, that's a really good problem to have because all of these things were meant to give you clients. So if you have a client, then isn't that the whole point? Right? You will scale as you go. So I'm going to tell you the fears that came up. All right? The fears that come up when I tell you, hey, by the way, you can just ignore that list and just skip straight to getting clients. I'll tell you the fears that usually come up with this. Number one, that things are going to happen too fast. Right? You have waited all this long. You want things to be perfect. You want to have a design for what your invoice is going to look like. You want to have a template for what your proposal is going to look like. Right? You want to have all these things lined up. You want to have the nice website and you want to know exactly what it is that you're offering and have it all put together so that you look professional. So if you go out and get a client, wait, things are just going to happen way too fast. I'm going to get to way too many clients and I'm not going to be able to really make this perfect or whatever that is happening. But on the other side, is if things happen too fast, it's going to be too overwhelming and you're not going to be able to handle it because you already don't have time for your life, right? How are you going to get time for clients? The other fear that comes up is that it will happen too slowly, that you will get one client and then it will take you a while to find another client, that you're going to get frustrated by how slowly things are moving, how you're not moving to replace your salary by charging $45 a month per client for whatever support contract you have. I'm guilty of this. I would charge $45 a month for support of a website. How many clients did I need in order to replace my salary? Like 1 million of them. I'm not going to do the math right now, but I need like 1 million clients to replace my salary any given month at $45 a month per client, right? So there's this fear that things may happen too fast or that things may happen too slow. There's another fear. Maybe that client that you get, that first client that I'm telling you to get, it's not the kind of client you want to work with. That's not the thing you want to do forever. I'm going to tell you one thing. The only way for you to figure out what kind of client you want to work with for the rest of your life Does anybody know? How do you figure that out? By having clients. That's how you figure that out, because you will have one kind of client, and now you know what are the things that you don't like about this client, and that you will never sign up with that kind of client again. Then you have another client that you loved. You're like, yes, I want more of this. All right. But without having that experience, you're not going to be able to figure this out just by tackling items on your list, by finishing your certification, or waiting until your April bonus, or talking to your partner about finding more time. You're not going to figure all that stuff out just by procrastinating from getting clients. You figure out what kind of clients you want by having clients and then deciding yes, no, yes, no. Another fear that comes out is that you don't know what kind of client to target yet. So I may tell you, hey, by the way, go out and get a client. You're going to tell me, wait, but I don't even know what I'm offering yet, right? Well, do you know how to help people with what you want? That's why you want to start this business, right? Because you know you can help people. Start somewhere and call it a business. You can change your offer later. You can change the kind of client later. You need to get started. The only action that matters is to get yourself a client so you can start making those decisions. Now, I will tell you right now that if you haven't gone through the process of doing your market research, finding out who your ideal client is, getting a freebie out there to start attracting the right clients, if you haven't gone through that process yet, yes, that process gets a little bit more challenging, right? That's why I have a program that walks you through it, that tells you exactly, hey, here is how you do market research. And I'm showing you because this is what I'm doing right now. I've gone through this process and I know that it works. You do your market research. You identify who your ideal client is. We get you to figure out what your framework is, what it is you're going to offer those people because you just talked to them, right? What are you going to offer to them? How are you going to start attracting them online? What are going to be the requirements for your website so you can turn around and hand it over to a developer for somebody who's starting out, $25 an hour, right? To go and create the website of your dreams, right? We do all of that in the program and we do it together. So this is not a self-paced course. This is not something I just kind of leave you with it and leave you hanging. This is something that has a coaching component. So you go through the lessons. You say, okay, this is a lesson on market research. You go out and get your research interviews. You come back and we have a meeting. We're going to have a group experience, just like I'm walking through everybody in the program right now. We have a group experience where we talk about your specific challenges. This is not a one size fits all. This is, okay, what problems are you having? I will help you solve it. You have access to me as the expert to break up those obstacles for you. Tell you, okay, this is what you're going to do next, and this is what you're going to do next. So by the time that you sign up for a program like this, I want you to be ready and excited. I don't want you to think, oh my God, things are going to happen too quick. I want you to think, oh my God, things are going to happen so quick. Do you see the difference? Right? Because the program starts in May, by the end of July, what you have is complete clarity. All right? You might even get yourself clients. We have challenges in there to get you to go out there and get clients. It's not the focus of the program because the focus is really the setup, the build up, the getting your offer ready. But I encourage all of my people to get clients and I tell them how. And we walk them through how. And we do that together. All right? I'm super happy to say that by the second week, people who are taking the BFund program right now, they got themselves clients. By the second week, they were like, yes, I talked to someone and they want me to help them, right? Great! Second week, getting clients. It's a priority, guys. So you do this in a place where you feel supported, where you feel like you're being guided and where you are ready. So that by the end of July, you have all of this ready, all of this set up, going out there and getting yourself clients. And then you can take those requirements that we came up with together and turn around, hand them over to a developer, and they can build your website within the next month. The way that the program is happening right now, I'm playing the role of the developer. So if you've been listening to this, I told you before, hey, in the BFund program, I'll make your website. So now when you take it in May, I won't make your website. You will find your own developer, but you're basically walking through the same steps everybody else in the program is right now, only that you get yourself your developer, and we tell you in the program how to do that, how to find somebody that you can trust, somebody who's going to give you something really, really good. right? So this is in the process of scaling because I want more of you in this. I want more of you ready, okay? So we walk through this together. And I wanted to tell you guys, because this is, I need you to know that my launch for that program is happening in April, which means that you can't apply for the program until April, except for I have one day before March begins, because when March comes around, I'm making websites for the Be Fun program and I'm going to be in hibernation. That's all I'm doing in March is making websites, okay? So I want to get out on the other end in April and fully promote the program, and you'll get to apply then. But before March starts, I have one day, February 27th, where I have a few slots left for people to apply to the program now. So the way that the application process works is you go to inacoveney.com/apply. You fill out a few questions to see if this is really the right program for you. It will ask you in the application, it asks you, do you have the resources to sign up for a program? Yes or no. If the answer is no, guys, then you're basically not fully qualified to join the program. This is not a budget option, okay? This is for people who are ready to do this now. I wanted to tell you that up front, okay? This is for people who are ready to invest in this so that by the end of July, they're out there getting clients and really working on replacing their salary. This is for people who want change now, all right? This is not a self-paced program that you're going to be working on it through the end of the year and you're still not going to get any clients. It's not that kind of program. It's for people who are ready. Okay, so you fill out your application and that gets you on my calendar for February 27th. On February 27th, you and I get on the phone and we talk. All right, I'm going to ask you, is this the right thing for you right now? Let's answer your questions. Let's see, what hesitations you may have or what questions you have, and I'll answer them, all of them for you, so that you're ready to sign up for the program. All right, so I wanted to give you that tip. February 27th is the early decision day, and I will have the best deals for the program on February 27th. Those deals are not coming back in April. This is for people who are actually ready to do this. So I'm going to reward them by giving them the biggest economic discount on February 27th. That is the best option. The best economic option is to sign up for it as early as possible. So there you go. Early decision, February 27th. Okay? So if all that sounds great, go and save your spot because it's only available until slots are gone. Like I said, I'm hibernating in March. I can't beat in March. February 27th is your last chance before April to sign up. Okay. And the link again is inacoveney.com/apply, but you have to spell Coveney right. It ends in EY. Okay, that's basically what I had for you. And to close it all up, the item that is missing from your list to start your business is the most important one, and it should be at the top of your list. Get a client. Okay? All right. I will leave you with that. If you would like to, you can tell me what your biggest takeaway was from this session and any of the sessions that I do. Just leave me a comment. For anybody who's listening on the podcast, you can actually watch these things live on my Facebook group every Monday. Okay, so I will see you in the group. For everybody on the podcast, go to the group, inacoveney.com/Facebook. I will see you there. I will let you in right away. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, everybody. Yay, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click subscribe right here. And if you're a podcast listener, go and search for Trailblazing Out of Corporate Life, and you'll get me through your ears. All right, guys, have a great one. And don't forget, right here, subscribe.